Party people in the place to be, live from 58 Dream Street. This is Friday night for Frosthaven on Thursday. And the gang is all here.
Can the gang all be heard?
Yeah,
Fully
I can
audible.
hear it.
I
What a
hear
day.
every member of the gang.
What?
Let me go take a look. Hold on. My microphone active in the mix.
Oh, yeah, I heard that went bad again one time.
We've had some issues with that. Hey, Rex is here. I saw your message during the Starting Soon song. Rex was saying that he had a brief existential freakout when he got the notification for the show, because if you read all the way, you get to the part that acknowledges that it's Thursday, but it definitely starts by saying it's Friday night Frosthaven. Probably my suspicion. I've joked about it being, Sunday afternoon Swamphaven by the time it comes out, but I think what we'll actually do is call it like Dream Street Plays Swamphaven.
No.
Or something.
No, gotta keep the day.
Okay. No, you're right.
Sid, the lone surviving
Swamphaven is my joke
Swamphaven.
name for what the next game in the series will be called. They haven't actually announced it as Swamphaven, though, Sid. It could be Sandhaven. Stonehaven. You can imagine different possibilities. I said the gang's all here. Who is the gang? Well, player one.
I stand that Moonhaven is a great name.
Yeah, Moonhaven would be sweet.
Yeah, man.
I just did the part in Earthbound where you go to Moonside. Although it turns out that there is no Moonside, and the kids are actually just tripping balls in an empty warehouse.
That would be a cool twist for the next Haven game.
Yeah. And it was all a dream. The very end. Player one, playing the Savas Pyroclast, the Overknot. It's Rich. How you doing, Rich?
So good.
So glad to hear it. Player two, because we have 4 players, got to name them all. No time to waste. Player two, playing the Vermling Trapper, Scraggly Bits. It's Sid. How you doing, Sid?
Yeah, Scraggly Bits.
Scraggly Bits.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
Good. Glad to hear
Good
it.
to get scraggly.
Yeah. Player three, playing the Valorith Deathwalker, Evanescence. It's Greg. How you doing, Greg?
I am also so good.
Still reeling from the experience of playing Rushing Beat X Return of Brawl Brothers on Wednesday.
I mean, that is a game that will stick with me in just its commitment to the bit.
With just an astonishing amount of exposition.
Visual novel.
We played the original. Yeah, and but it's not tongue in cheek at all. There's no irony to it.
No, it's dead serious.
And we played it's a trilogy of Super Nintendo games that are loosely connected to an arcade game from the 80s and 90s. And they brought it back. And when we played those games, we were like, wow, a lot of text in these for beat 'em ups. But for the time, that meant 5 or 6 lines of dialogue now and then. This game has 5 or 6 minutes of dialogue before and in the middle of every stage. And they refer constantly to the events of the previous 3 games. And whenever they do, they put up screenshots of the Super Nintendo games just to remind you what stage this particular thing they're talking about happened in. It's absurd. And the game is surprising. The game is better than any of the games in the original trilogy. It's a really good game when you're playing it. But they make you wait. I guess you're allowed to skip the dialogue, but it feels wrong when they so clearly put their entire soul into it.
Why would
Real
you?
strange
That's
stuff.
Excellent question.
Who is Greg playing Return of Brawl Brothers with? Player 4, playing the Alagok Snowdancer, Miss Thumpa. It's James. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I say. The game runner, the host runner. Nope, fuck it. It's James. I'll get my intro right next time. But I'm not going back and doing it again now that I've messed up twice.
Bad news bears.
How am I doing? It's been a week, but there are also positive things. Jeez, the drag show that I had between the last episode and now went great. I made $105 in tips, only 40 of which came from my people. Maybe 45, but not the majority.
And
the majority came from.
And in other
strangers.
news, I don't even think I told you how excited I was when you canceled Frosthaven on was it the 9th? Yeah. Many weeks back, because it meant that I didn't have to go to a super late show of opening night of Mortal Kombat. I could go to the 8 o'clock show,
Nice.
and I had as good a time as you did.
Sweet.
Amazing.
Glad to hear.
12 out of 10.
I have now.
Is
Yeah,
there
I've
a
now
Mortal
done.
Kombat movie that I don't know about?
Sorry, what was that, Sid?
Is there a Mortal Kombat movie? Is that
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
Mortal
Mortal
Kombat
Kombat
2.
2.
Yeah.
Wow,
Do you
okay.
know about the Mortal Kombat movie that came out in 2021 that was also a 12 out of 10?
I think I actually saw it. But
I
it's kinda
object
like
to
a
that
blur
movie
in my
so
head.
much because it's entirely just a lead up. Like they don't do the Mortal Kombat tournament in the.
No, but James, you have to see Mortal Kombat 2 in the theater. Like,
Okay.
Go back to the movies. Is what
Do you
Richard's
have-
saying.
do you have an issue with a spoiler?
To
I don't.
Mortal Kombat 2, no.
Okay, so you know Cole, the shitty original character they made for the Mortal
Oh
Kombat
yes, I
movie.
heard this great
Yeah.
like gag that he just gets killed off right away at the start.
He gets killed. He has like the worst line of any movie ever. Like a very like classic like, this is a terrible character. He gets his head just like smashed, and then he gets like the whole fucking theater cheered.
I do approve of that.
That's
like
amazing.
I don't think
Yeah,
I don't think they needed to make a Mortal Kombat prequel with a new viewpoint character, but having made that terrible decision, I do appreciate them killing him off brutally in the actual movie that contains the Mortal Kombat tournament.
It was a theater not nearly full, but
Mhm.
a third full, entirely of 40-year-old men sitting three seats away from the next on their own 40-year-old man, and we all
Nice.
went, hooray!
Awesome. I will say another thing here though
Beautiful.
is that obviously the Mortal Kombat chronology gets real twisted, and I only really know the first 3 games plotline wise, but it's off-putting to me to have the Earthrealm Mortal Kombat tournament happen in Mortal Kombat 2, because in my mind Mortal Kombat 2 is the one with the Outworld or Outrealm or whatever it's called. Anyway, these are all.
It's all just an appetizer for the Street Fighter movie in October.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which I think we should all go to together, if I'm being honest.
I'm there.
Yeah, if you guys are prepared to go on opening day. in Dartmouth.
Absolutely. I am so
Absolutely.
One thing I'll say is that I think that Cody Rhodes should have just stayed with the Guile hair. I think he should have integrated that into his gimmick.
Become Guile.
He should have just become Guile.
But like that's some great casting. Cody Rhodes as Guile.
Yeah.
I've been 100% down for that since they first announced it, before they showed him in the like ridiculous flat top wig. But even more so after that. Okay. To finish my thought, in terms of positive things from this week.
We're never gonna play this fucking game.
Hold on. I took my tip money and I added it to some birthday money and some other tip money that I had saved up and some Christmas money. And today I paid for my Botox, which I got for the first time today, with cash, which I thought was pretty baller. I got to do the Wayne's World line.
On the table.
She was like, because like she didn't even ask. She was just setting me up on the credit card thing. She went to hold it out and I went, "Oh, I'm sorry. Do you take cash?" It was great.
Right,
Anyway,
I'll be right back. You guys could start the Outpost Phase without me if I'm not back in the 30 seconds it takes you to get going.
Enjoy the very last you're gonna get to see of my forehead wrinkles, because it apparently takes a few days to start kicking in and then a couple weeks to fully set it. Okay, all right. To the Outpost. I have not made any of the promised improvements to the console because I would have at the time, but this week had some events. So I was brooding.
So first of all, do we have any updating of the map to do?
No. Although,
okay.
Thank you. Putting up the updating the map thing at least as a distraction while I quickly grab the Outpost and road events. Let me double check the scenario we're going to.
Should I be looking at that Excel spreadsheet?
Should you be looking at what?
You do
Excel
not need to
spreadsheet?
look at the
Do I have all
spreadsheet
that
today,
stuff
Sid.
No.
No, you don't need to
Alright,
look at the
sweet.
spreadsheet for an Outpost Phase. So the only updating we need to do on the
Fantastic.
map is to check off scenario 45, Living Glacier. I just need to find it.
Dink.
It's around here.
Okay, which
somewhere.
leads us directly into step 1, the passage of time.
Hold on. I am really struggling here. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? It's all printed on the thing, so I'll just look at it.
So the first thing we do, which I'll do while James does this, is a week just passes. So we have a calendar here. We're just going to cross off a week. And that slowly will bring us to the end of winter and into summer.
Oh,
Only 2
right.
seasons
I
in
forgot.
Frosthaven, just
I
winter
have
and
no
summer.
role left in the calendar process. Sweet.
Yep. Now you really should check it off on your end too, though. Just
Oh,
to,
yes. I will on the...
Just to...
We do maintain the hard copy campaign sheet. I know...
2 is 1 and 2 is 1 and 1 is none. James.
I can imagine a
What happens
more...
in summer?
Sorry, what?
Does it stop being Frosthaven?
So currently we are in the winter, and in the winter months, the challenges that we receive from the Outpost Phase event, which we'll get to, are generally tougher and have a more dangerous bent. Otherwise, everything else sort of happens the same, but there are events that will occur only in summer and events that will occur only in winter. And right now we are in the hard months of winter.
Does the map look different in summer? Do we get a green map?
No. What?
No? It's
Oh
always
no, the map doesn't. The buildings just don't look any different. There's not a second map.
No. I think that even the summer is still like we're in the frozen north. It's just like a bit nicer, a bit less intolerably cold.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we do maintain.
Like Greenland.
I keep the hard copy campaign sheet, which you might not expect if you simply watch this show. You might think like, oh, they're throwing caution to the wind. No, we keep everything, all records in duplicate. Okay.
But with time passing,
I will just
there's
say,
no events listed on my calendar.
Real brutal rules fiasco in the last scenario. But I think I've learned a key thing about myself, which is basically that I'm in denial about my age in many ways. And the important one for our purposes is that I keep standing up for the entirety of all these Frosthaven shows. It's really the most physically strenuous thing I do, to just stand still while playing a board game. So I think if I wasn't, I'm still standing, but that's because it's an Outpost Phase. But I'm going to try to do the next scenario in a seated position and see if not like managing the position of my hips and slowly feeling them seize up allows me to focus more on the focus rules. We'll see. Okay. Passage of time. It passed. Nothing happened.
Passage of time complete. We headed to the Outpost event.
Outpost
so now
event.
For you and the people at home who might be joining us for the first time for some reason.
With no prior
James is going to read to us an event, a randomly chosen event from a deck of cards. In this case, the Winter Outpost event, because we're in winter.
But it's not randomly chosen.
To resolve it.
It's the top card. They are random because the deck has been shuffled. But once it's shuffled, it is set. I don't think
and that distinction is really worth noting, James.
I'm just trying to be precise.
Fair. We're going to have a binary option here. James is first going to read us some stuff, though. Set us up, James.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. This
Take it away, James.
Is Winter Outpost Event 10. You step down into the crater, Frosthaven's burned out drinking spot, for an evening's relaxation. Hopes of a quiet evening are ruined by Zane, a local who is always temporarily down on his luck, walking off dejected from one of the tables. As soon as he spots you, he brightens up and straightens himself out. Hey, friends! Just the folks I was looking to see. This is perfect, incredible timing. I've got something you're going to want to hear. You doubt it. Zane nods emphatically. I've got a new business opportunity. I worked it out with a friend of mine. And this is real hush-hush, but lurkers are apparently crazy about polar bear meat. I've got a supply chain lined up like you wouldn't believe. Cash goes to the Algox. They get the bear meat. Then I sell those juicy steaks to the lurkers for valuable trinkets from the ocean floor. He pauses to let the brilliance sink in. So the problem is, I need to front load a bit of the funding here. So the more money, the more stakes. I'm guaranteeing massive returns on your investment. What do you say? Option A, support Zane and invest in the scheme. Option B, try to convince Zane to make you a partner without a monetary investment.
Okay.
So,
Option
That
B,
second
so-
option sounds like it depends on our abilities.
to be super
So-
charming.
Sid, our abilities sometimes come into play during these events. On your character mat, you'll see there's 3 things listed just above your health per level. In my case, it's arcane, outcast, and persuasive.
Oh,
which sounds
and
like it might be
wouldn't you
useful
know,
in this situation.
I'm chaotic, nimble, and persuasive. And, oh, holy shit,
There you
Hmm.
the snow dancer is also chaotic, nimble, and persuasive.
Rich's laugh made that joke.
That's pretty good one.
Thank you, Rich.
Uh,
I didn't even start
so
out
I
making
would
it.
argue.
It came together in the middle.
I would argue that we try to do it without monetary because also, just
Yeah.
as a side note, I don't want to give this guy money.
No.
Yeah, this guy sounds like a loser.
we gotta buy resources and shit.
Yeah, a fool and his money are
Yeah.
soon parted. I don't have a lot of faith in Zane here. I do have faith, though, that if we're not investing anything, but we persuade him to make us a partner, there's no downside. Can we persuade him that there's no downside to letting us in with no investment? Let's
I
find
can
out together.
intimidate him.
Ooh, intimidate,
Yeah, we
but
have
also-
intimidation as well.
I'm,
Okay, so we're
I'm
coming at him from both
resourceful.
ends. You're what? Resourceful.
resourceful.
I thought you said remorseful.
Yeah.
I was like, that's an interesting trait for the trapper to
That's
have,
a good one.
or
Just
for
in
any
general.
character to have.
Or more.
The trapper is vegan. He does this just for the money, but it's terrible for his soul.
One of my favorite memories of me and my undergrad girlfriend was now and then I would come up with ideas for like visual jokes, but I couldn't draw it all, so she would draw them. And so together we created the Forgotten Eighth Dwarf, Aghast. And I hope she still. I've asked her recently to find that picture, and I also asked her over a decade ago, and she found it then. But it's just I don't have it anymore. So if she can find it again, it's very funny. She did a great job of drawing exactly what you would think. Okay,
Nice.
option B, if we have the traits of either persuasive or resourceful. So
Hey.
everybody's contributing except Rich, but realistically, intimidation should work alongside being persuasive. It's just a different way to be persuasive. You talk up your business acumen, and no doubt your hands-on understanding of both the Algox and the Lurkers make you uniquely suited to being a business partner. Zane looks doubtful, but eventually you bring him around by reminding him you've got a good enough reputation around Frosthaven to convince some other people to invest, so long as he gives you a cut. And then, this is weird. It says add. Normally, it's telling us to add a section to the calendar. So Sid, during the passage of time, sometimes we've been told to add section numbers from the section book to parts of the calendar. And when we get to them in the passage of time, we read whatever event happens there. So timing-based events. But normally it tells us to do a specific one. Here it says add 155.2 or 158.3 to the calendar in 1 week. So I think the idea here is that
Okay.
it's not set in stone whether this investment is going to play out. But we just have to pick a number now. So Sid, as the honorary new member, 155.2
Ooh,
or
that's a lot of pressure.
158.3?
On 58.3.
158.3. All right,
Yeah.
next
There you go.
week.
I've added the exclamation mark. Next time we do an Outpost Phase, we'll figure out what this is all about.
Excellent.
All right.
Excellent. And I'm pleased to report that my conditional formatting to make sure that when you make it an exclamation point, it's blue, even though when it's an X, it's red. The font is changing properly. Great news.
Nice.
I'll point out
Yeah.
here. So this is pretty cool. if we had gone the other way, I'm not going to read all the text, but I can tell that if we... Oh, no. Okay. So we could invest a lot or a little. And if we invest a little, we would add one of the two that we just added. But if we invested a lot, we would add more. Or different ones.
Oh, okay. Different ones.
So
Interesting.
who knows what that means? But we'll find out next week. Cool. Outpost event.
All right. Onwards to building operations.
Building operations. Okay. So here...
Again, as an explanation for Sid,
Yeah.
James has a big deck of buildings that we have built in the city of Frosthaven. And he is going to run through them in order, because they have little numbers on the top, and just say whether or not they do something. Most of them don't do anything, but a few of them let us buy resources or train up a city guard. He'll run through each one as we go.
Okay.
Mostly we're going to buy a lot of resources right now because we need them.
Yes. Okay. So first up is the mining camp. I'm going to zoom in a little. Although we might as well keep the words Outpost of Frosthaven up there. The mining camp allows us to buy, collectively, up to 2 metal for 2 gold a pop. What's our current... Yeah, currently we have no metal.
Oops. There we go.
All right. Thank you, Greg.
There we go.
Oh, does Sid have any resources? No. Not yet.
No.
Okay,
It doesn't
perfect.
have any
Don't have any
resources
gold
or gold. Didn't loot a thing.
Perfect. I'm not that it, obviously I do understand for the folks at home, it would be better to loot always, even though we aren't the best at doing that. But I say perfect because on screen it shows Sid as having no resources. So if he had any, that would mean that something was wrong. Okay. The Hunting Lodge. It's only a level 1 building, so we can collectively buy a single hide for 2 gold. We have 10 hide.
I think we should just...
We should still buy it?
But do you think we should call it? I just don't know. Like,
What are we using this stuff for?
to build new
Axes.
buildings and axes.
Eventually we're going to build an axe for Rich, but...
Right.
Okay. Well, did we do it, Greg?
I say let's skip it. Let's skip
it. Okay. The logging camp.
10 is
It's
enough.
level 2. We can collectively buy up to 2 lumber for 2 gold a pop. We only have 1 lumber, so let's do it.
Rich, do you want to take this?
Yep.
Great.
And then the inn. Collectively buy up to 2 different material resources for 2 gold each.
I can buy. I can buy 1 each of wood and metal. Can I?
Yep.
I can do that, right? I can split which ones
Yes.
I get.
I think
Nice.
we must. The text says collectively buy up to 2 different material resources for 2 gold each.
Well, they have to be different. Okay.
That
yeah.
might not have been the intention, but it's definitely the plain text meaning. Okay, the garden. We have a thing to do here. Because first, we gain 1 collective herb
Yes, we do.
from each potted plant, which is 1 axe nut and 1 snow thistle. And then we have 7 axe nut now, right?
We have 7 axe nut now, and
So
and
now
one-
we can
and
plant.
3 snow thistle.
Yeah. And it is time to plant, I believe, the 1 rock root we brought back with us over that axe nut.
Yes. Yeah.
Hopefully someday we'll get the garden up to level 4 so we can get 3 things growing. But this is a vital
So
step.
which we won't.
We can't brew yet. But
Which we won't be able to make your potion this week, but I think we'll be able to make it the next time we do an outpost phase, because we want to have this rock root in perpetuity, not just once.
Yeah.
yes.
Uh,
All right. The craftsman has no operations effect. The alchemist has no operations effect. The trading post has no operations effect. The enhancer has no operations effect. The library has no operations effect. The carpenter has not a single operations effect. The workshop does not have an operations effect. The stables doesn't have an operations effect, but we did capture a pet. So let's learn about it right now.
Yay.
We captured the piranha pig. Oh, we're supposed to name the piranha pig. So
Nice. Okay.
it has a
What's a
name
good
slot.
name for a
I don't have a pen
piranha
handy.
fish?
Peppa.
What'd you say?
The answer is Peppa.
Peppa? Yeah,
Yeah.
that works.
Peppa.
Okay, I'm not going to write that on the
Peppa.
card right now, but I'm confident we'll remember it, and I'll write it next time I find a pen up in this room.
Did you write
Okay.
the boat's name down yet?
Yes, it's Rose of the Fields, and it looks
Okay.
terrible, but it's there.
Okay, good.
You can kind of see it looks like a smudge because it's not easy to
Yeah,
write
yeah, yeah.
directly on the sticker, on the shiny sticker. Okay. There. Okay, so let's just quickly review the rules of pets. The scenario setup, scenario phase, beginning a scenario, something, choose any pets. Where does it say? How it doesn't? Does it not? No, it does. It should.
Should you
Pets.
have added a sticker?
Okay,
Hold on. I
which
got
then
it.
I
got
found
the
it, which
information.
refers me to page 36,
Okay, great.
where it says pet cards function just like item cards with two exceptions. Pets are owned collectively by the entire party. Any character can use a pet on their turn, but they must have unanimous consent from the party to do so. When a pet is used, the effect is immediately applied to all characters, and then the pet is lost for the scenario. What does the Piranha Pig do?
They're a one-time ability that we can all we can choose to activate.
The Piranha Pig,
Okay.
this I think will be beneficial to our cause. The Piranha Pig's effect is that all characters immediately perform loot 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Perform
I
what?
don't know why.
Loot
why does
1.
why does a piranha pig encourage us all?
Because it runs around hoovering, because
It
it's
makes
like
us
eating.
want-
It's rutting and eating around in the ground like a pig. It's the pig part.
Okay.
And for that matter,
Oh,
piranhas
it's like
are
the
famously
truffle hunting
ravenous.
piranha pig.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. Great.
Crazy that you would think otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
town hall does not have an operations effect, and the barracks allows it to collectively train up to 2 soldiers for 3 gold and 1 material resource each. But we have a full barracks right now, so we need not
Nice.
do that. Building operations complete.
So soldiers are helpful because we can sacrifice them in an attack to make
Yeah.
ourselves safer.
When the outpost gets attacked, it has its own deck of modifier cards that we have to pull, and if we sacrifice a soldier, we get advantage.
Okay.
and a plus 10.
Just
or
like in
something
real
that.
life.
Yeah. If you're willing to
Alright,
send
and
wave
now-
after wave of your own men. Okay. What's up?
Now we head into stage 4, downtime.
Downtime.
During downtime, we can do whatever we want. Right now, there's not a lot, I don't think. We can level up. So if you level up, this is when we do it. I did. I'm level 4 now.
Oh,
I am level 5 now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Going back to the
And
gang
then
screen.
If you
So
recall,
you-
the
one
last
day
time
you're
I
level 2.
played was at Outpost Phase, but then
Oh yeah.
somehow
You leveled
right
up.
after the Outpost Phase, I got the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
it
level
happened
up.
in the road event or some silly thing like that.
So I
don't
just had
remember
to
the
sit one
exact
out,
details.
and I can now jump, my friends.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Ready for the NBA.
I have unlocked
Um,
one jump.
And then the perks section is technically here in the rule books, but it doesn't actually apply. It's just the only place they can put it, I guess. None of us are ready to retire yet. We can craft items during this phase. That is in the spreadsheet. James has helpfully laid out what the craftsman has on offer and what it costs.
And next
right now, I
time,
don't want anything.
I'm calling my shot. On the next Outpost Phase of Piranha and Frosthaven, we'll be able to show you a list of, if not a list of craftable items, at least Greg will be able to see that, and we'll be able to show you the item lookup tool that I made for Greg.
Ooh. Okay.
Then there's the brew potion, which is how we make little potions for ourselves. Which, James, what does a stamina potion cost? I gotta look that up real quick because I might want to do that,
Hold on.
but we might not have the resources.
Stamina potion requires a snow thistle and an arrow vine. We don't have
No, we
arrow
don't have any
vine.
arrow vine. I do want that eventually, so I'll keep a lookout for arrow vine. And then, other than that, we can sell stuff. We can. Can we purchase stuff? Did we get the trading post? Yes. Yes, we have a trading post. We can purchase one item.
But none of us have any money.
From the purchase of supply. No. And that's it. That's all we can do. So
all
I think our downtime has come to an end.
Okay, this is a breezy outpost phase. Keep it moving.
Mm-hmm. In which case, we are into,
Construction.
especially because we've really been vamping a lot.
Yeah.
But we are into the final step 5 of the outpost, which is construction.
Hold on. If you'll pardon me for indulging in a bit of vamping before you explain the construction phase, Greg. I'm just going to say that
How can
during
I stop you?
it's vamping about vamping. It's meta vamping. Which is to say that at my drag show last Friday, I had my first almost fall. You're going to fall eventually if you're going to perform in 8-inch platform heels. And when we got there, I was like, oh man, the floor here is way less grippy than the other floors I performed at. And so I was performing the first song, and then I started to fall to the left, but there was fortunately an empty chair in front of me to the left. So I reached out to grab it and steady myself, but I hit it. And so I kind of steadied myself, but I also knocked it over. And then when I pivoted to try to save it, I started falling the other way and did the same thing to a chair on that side. But I caught both chairs, and then I'm trying to bring the chairs back, and I'm like wobbling back and forth. And then I saved it, and then I spun around because I was facing like a smaller portion of the audience, like a table right by the wall when this happened. So I spun around to the rest of the crowd and put my hands up, and everyone cheered. It was great.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
So-
Was this the one where you did the song that everyone thought was going to be bad?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
it
forgot
went
about
great.
that. How did it go?
It was really good. People enjoyed it. I was correct that it was a good song choice, so I felt vindicated. And that was not the one I almost fell during. Either.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
So, in the construction phase, we can build or upgrade one building, and we can spend morale, which is a meta currency, which we are currently maxed out on, to build another if we wish to. We currently don't have a ton of resources, so building is very difficult. For example, we cannot build a wall, even though we love building walls here, because it requires 10 wood, and we are nowhere close to that. But what can we build, James? What prosperity level are we at?
That's a
100.
great question, Greg.
100.
We are currently prosperity level 5, which means we can upgrade any of our resource producing buildings. And I think that's probably the logical choice. But let me see what other options we have. Trading post,
Well,
enhancer.
we can't do the inn.
How much does the inn take?
We can't do the logging
Mark of the
camp.
Beast.
Well, I'm just looking at. Yeah, man. A lot of 6s here. We could do the hunting lodge.
Yeah.
Or
It'll take a
no,
bit
we can't.
of
No, it's because
bit of
we don't.
inspiration.
We only have 3. Yeah, we could use inspiration. That's true. 1 for 1.
And remember, we
we
have the
could
carpenter, so we don't even need. We only need 1 inspiration, I think.
It's true. I'm just looking at other options real quick. The stables we could do. Uploading to level 2, but I don't know what that would do. Probably just what's the actual description on the stables? Does it just let us take a pet?
On level 1 stables, it specifically says bring 1 pet into each scenario. So I bet that upgrading lets you bring more than 1. We only have 1 right now.
And we don't have more than 1. Yeah.
But
Okay.
I do
Good,
plan
soon.
on trapping things.
Let me look.
Yeah, man.
If we go to the dead pass, are any of those things captured? I don't think they are. I do not think we can capture a frozen.
Yeah,
corpse.
but this is a unique scenario where we would actually be able to benefit from the construction now because it just exists in our town. Or we could do the trading post, but we don't really buy things.
Yeah,
I think the various camps are more useful to us.
I think the hunting lodge looks like our best bet right now.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, well, hold on. Yeah, I think that for my money, I think the hunting lodge makes the most sense. Even though hide is obviously not the resource we have the most urgent need for. We upgrade it. Who knows what could happen? There is a. Actually, I don't know if there is. I'm looking at the wrong thing. But
I mean,
okay.
we need lumber. Lumber seems to be the thing that is the most used. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
Well,
true.
the walls are entirely lumber.
Yeah, man.
Well,
So
okay,
if
for
we
the
update
logging camp,
the logging camp,
663
we need to
means
spend-
that we're 1, 2, 3, 4. We're only 5 resources short. And then the carpenter means we're only 4 resources short. So it would take 4 inspiration. It would be like almost all of our inspiration to get to a level 3 logging camp.
I think maybe you're right about the hunting lodge. We play it safe with the hunting lodge, and then
Hopefully
we just
we do
remember
good
to
looting.
loot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. We do
Okay.
good looting. Okay, so
Well, maybe the piranha pig's
we'll
gonna save
lower
us.
the amount of wood by 1, bringing it down to 5. Well, no, hold on. We still need to spend 2 inspiration. No. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Bringing it down to 5. Then we spend an inspiration. Boom. And then 2 metal. And 3 hide. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So now James is going to take a sticker and artfully apply it over top of the existing hunting lodge
Oh,
to
he's
upgrade
really
it to a
good
new
at this.
hunting lodge.
Okay.
Hold on. Gotta get the right camera framing for this finesse. Okay. Hunting lodge. Getting a sticker.
How you enjoying the NBA Finals, Rich?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Me and Tony did it last year and agreed to do it again this year. That we would watch one game of every round. We've done it so far. We watched one game in round 1, and now we've got like 3 more days to get a round 2 game in. So that's
Yeah,
gonna be tricky.
I believe in you.
They're just so late.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well-
say, do you have to watch them live or?
Like yeah, and it's not
Yeah, you gotta watch.
it's not
sports
fair to
now.
say they're just so late. It's just that
You have children.
the Western Conference is where all of the best basketball players in the world are, and the Eastern Conference is like, yeah, also a basketball league. So like, if you like yeah, we could watch the Eastern game, but like all they're doing is deciding who gets swept by like whoever comes out of the West.
Okay.
That,
That's like that's not always what it's like, but it's a really weird year that way.
ah. Well, how about that? Check it out. We got a prosperity tick for the hunting lodge, but there's no event associated with it. I did an impeccable sticker placement, and
Lovely.
there's nothing more to be said.
That is one thing you could add to this screen that we don't have on here is the prosperity tracker.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
never have
Yeah.
any idea how close we are to prosperity.
I've
actually
thought about it. It's
bothering
just so
me for a
tedious
while.
because there's
Yeah.
different length. Like, it takes how many ticks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 ticks, I think, to get from level 5 to 6. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 21 to get to level 7. Anyway, I bet it's 24 for the next one.
Something that has been bothering me since we started streaming Frosthaven. Why is the prosperity level not on the screen?
Prosperity level is on the screen, Rich. Come on.
Well, why isn't the thing Greg said on the screen?
For the reason I just described. Okay. So, do we agree?
So that is the end.
I think we agreed basically that our next goal should just be the dead pass scenario because that's the other thing we need to
Can
do
we,
to get.
can we go somewhere I could jump around?
You can
I'm sure
absolutely
you'll be
jump
able
in the
to
dead pass.
jump around.
Great.
Jump around.
Okay. So the dead pass, just so everyone knows, the goal of the scenario is to harvest 20 new snows. There's no getaway part though. The scenario is just complete when we've harvested 20 new snows. And then the map is a single little hallway leading to one of the big square rooms. So we're just getting to a
You're
snow
just picking
pit.
up snow.
We're picking up snow.
Just picking up snow. Bring your loot card, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Nope.
So
Never.
I'm just
Oh.
gonna jump over it.
Hey, this
Oh,
is
bring
actually
the
a great
pig.
time to bring up. This is actually a great time to have a pig.
yep.
If we're gonna have
Yeah.
to be looting, we can all just
Yep.
go stand in that room and bring our pig out.
If we
Yes.
can each get right in between
Peppa.
Hey, Peppa.
5 new snows, we can do this in a single pig.
All right.
All right, road event.
Okay.
Road event.
Greg, have I given you a thing for road event? Like in the list of Outpost Phase?
no.
Is there on the
It's a
road or
road
something?
event.
No.
I should add that.
Nope.
Because we always
You
do
should
the
add
road
that.
event.
Technically, okay. So road events, Sid, technically they happen between the Outpost Phase and the scenario, but we always do them at the end of an Outpost Phase because, as you see, Outpost Phases go pretty quick most of the time. So
Yeah.
And it
Nice.
means that next week we can play Frosthaven.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
jump right into the action.
Okay.
All right, sweet.
So
Jump right into the action of James reading something for 25 minutes.
Can't wait.
I've been
Friday
looking
it's
at
gonna be-
myself and being like, what is wrong with me? Besides the fact, obviously, I'm a little scruffy because I had the Botox, so I didn't move my face or anything today. Then I realized, oh, right. Because I didn't do anything to my face today. So my lips are like barely visible. The things that change about you as you get old. Like your lips normally looking fabulous. Okay. So we're taking our sled to the Dead Pass, but for whatever reason, they made so we have 3 vehicles or 3 travel methods besides just go there, Sid. There's the sled, and all they mean is that until you build the sled, you can't go to a sled scenario. So we have the sled, the climbing gear, and the boat. And the boat added a sticker that we were supposed to name the boat, and it adds a whole separate deck of boat events that we only do when we're taking a boat to a scenario. But there's no sled events.
Isn't
The
that like
sled is
the
just a
last one?
faster way to go down the road. Okay, so
Okay.
this is Winter Road Event number 7. Walking out of Frosthaven's main gate, you hear a voice hustling up behind you. Hold on, I'm skipping ahead to try to get a sense of who this might be. Okay. Walking out of Frosthaven's main gate, you hear a voice hustling up behind you. Wait, just a minute. You turn to see a young man wearing ill-fitting armor. He powers up the trail towards you, but then needs a moment to catch his breath. Hi, hello. I'm Ormy. Oh, looks like you're off to do some important mercenarying. I was just thinking that it might be helpful if I came along on your quest. One more person to watch your back, and maybe you could teach me a thing or two. I'd make a great apprentice. His scabbard doesn't have a single scuff on it, and his balance looks uncertain with the added weight. He's eager, but clearly inexperienced. You're not sure how much of a liability he'll be. I'm less concerned about it being a liability, and I just don't want to get this young man killed. Option
Yeah, let's get him
A,
killed.
bring him along for the fight. Option B, tell him this mission is too dangerous for him, but perhaps some later quest might be more suitable. I think
Who are
we
to
tell him
make
that.
decision for him. No, bring him.
I'm happy to bring him. Yeah, if he
I
wants to
thi-
come.
Rich never feels strongly
Human
about
shield.
road events. Rich feels strongly about this event. This guy's coming.
All right, and Sid's new, so the rule is this. Okay, I don't think we should do this as a teacher. I understand sometimes you got to let the kids try a thing out and fail it and learn from failure. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
getting
Rich has
killed
children, and he thinks we should do
is
it.
necessarily one of those things you got to let them do. But here we are. We're gonna bring them. Okay.
When
Oh
Ethan was born, Rich gave him a stick and told him to go live in the woods.
yeah.
Yep.
No, he said
Just like Gohan.
You can
This is
move
a
home when
sword.
You can beat me in a stick fight.
and this is the ball. Choose the sword, and you can come with me. Choose the ball, and you join your mother in death. You cannot understand me, but you must choose.
That is from Liquid Swords, but that's also from a movie that I
Well,
don't know.
it's from Lone Wolf and Cub,
Okay.
which is a terrific series of martial arts films about a man whose family is killed, or his wife is killed. He escapes with his son when the shogun goes mad, because he was the shogun's decapitator. Anyway, just listen to the opening track of Liquid Swords. You'll get the plot. Okay. You won't regret this. Ormy joins you for the scenario. All right, get ready. The bold text that tells us the effect is much longer than the italic text that tells us the
Great news.
story. Okay. At the start of the next scenario, place a numbered token or other suitable token in an empty hex adjacent to any character to represent Ormy. Ormy
Me.
has level times 2 plus 4 hit points, which are going to be, because we're going to be a level 3 scenario now with all of our levels combining. So that will be 6 plus 4, 10 hit points. Acts on initiative 50 each round, performing move 2, attack 2. Any character can lose 1 card from their hand or 2 from their discard pile to negate any single source of damage to Ormy. If the scenario is completed and Ormy survives, gain 1 soldier and add Winter Road Event 33 to the Winter Road deck. If the scenario is lost or if Ormy does not survive, lose 1 morale.
Great.
Okay.
I will be stuck to Ormy next time.
All right, we are.
So, do
This young man is going home to tell his mother about his adventure with the new snow.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this man is he's maybe going home in a box, but we'll see.
No,
maybe beating the scenario earns us a morale, and we just come out of it neutral?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, anyone remember that one
no,
guy?
I will not feel neutral if we get young Ormy killed. I am bringing all my healing
Wow, you
cards
love
next
Ormy.
time.
No, don't worry. I'm gonna do a bit where I just lose all of my cards to save him.
All right, Ormy.
You've adopted the small man.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay. Sweet.
that's it. That's it. That's a game, my friend.
That was a
Super
brisk
efficient cast.
Outpost phase, especially when you consider all the time we spent not playing. Okay. Sweet. Excellent. Everybody start getting excited to find out if I can work out a way to sit down and still have access to all the stuff. And if I do, does that help my brain? There's only 2
Fingers crossed.
possibilities. Yes and no. So who knows?
Also, excited to
Same
see
as
the
with
new
Ormy.
MP3 forehead.
Yeah. Yeah, and who knows what my forehead might look like by next week. Smooth. But I mean, like, on this show, it looks pretty smooth anyway because of the lighting, and I'm not raising my eyebrows that often. But
Mhm.
when I'm in drag, I
Really
raise my
smooth.
eyebrows all the time. Other drag
Smooth
queens
and
try to look
tone, like a-
fierce.
Like a
I try to look
sexy
as happy to be
Frankenstein.
here as possible. I tried to get the bottom part of my jaw as far as possible from my eyebrows when I'm performing a drag. Okay, so sky's clear. Oh wait, what's coming up here? Well, today's Thursday. On Friday, nothing's happening because we had to move the show because I got stuff going on. My life keeps interfering with the show, which who knew that could ever happen. On Saturday, we have Earthbound coming up. We're through Moonside, which again is not real. It's just a warehouse where the kids are tripping out because there's a hallucination machine. But we've overcome that. We got to go back to Threed. Then we got to shoot up to Winters, check on a thing. And then we're off to Summers. On Sunday, I believe in my heart, I'm going to beat Maniac Mansion for a second time. I beat it with Dave, Razor, and Bernard. I'm trying now to beat it with Dave, Wendy, and Michael. You always have to have Dave. He's the main character. He can't do anything. Dave's useless. But I figured out the Bernard path to beating the game, and I'm trying to figure out the Wendy/Michael path. And it's fun. I really, really like Maniac Mansion. It's very cool. I'm glad that finally, like 30 years after I learned about what it is, I'm playing it and enjoying it. Probably more than 30 years. It was from a How to Win a Nintendo Games book that I learned about this game. Then, sky's clear for next Wednesday, Greg?
Yep.
All right, sweet. So we'll find out. It was the 2 main characters that I selected were girl who I gave the, a really, really obnoxious high-pitched voice to, and then a guy who needs to have a low voice, baby. And it was rough. So I'm going to do a vocal warm-up on Wednesday before Greg comes over so that when we have to read just staggering amounts of text.
I've got dumb New Yorker and Rogue from the X-Men.
Yeah.
And of course narrator voice man.
Narrator
who
voice
who
is
we
great.
decided speaks like a narrator.
Because I
What's this
started
game
doing
you're
the
playing?
narration,
Yeah.
and then we
Voice
found
acting.
out that the narrator stops speaking, gets interrupted by the girl. So I started doing the girl character voice, and then the main guy starts talking, and you realize, oh, he was doing the narration, and Greg just picked it up and took that character over doing my narrator voice. It was great. Okay, so yeah, and then sky's clear for next Friday, gang.
Should be.
So far, so good.
A
Yeah.
motherfucking 4-person Frosthaven scenario. Whoever would have thought?
Woo.
It's been a while, and I'm excited. And you are too, whoever you are. So, hey, if you stuck around to the end, thanks for sticking around to the end. If you came and you left, you can't hear my voice. I'm glad you stopped by anyway. So, thanks for stopping by. And until next time, when, like I said, fucking 4 of us, holy shit. You're not doing the gimmicks, gang. Take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.